Of course, Jesse's already cut wires. He's pulled the camera off, and all we needed to do was basically turn the power button on.
Welcome back. Today we are doing an install on a new backup camera monitoring system, and these are things that basically saved our marriage. It was a few years ago. We were struggling. We were going through some counseling. Went and talked to the counselor, and she was asking us, what's the problem? Like, when does all the anxiety, when does all these problems start? And it all is about when we're backing up the trailer or hooking on the trailer or all those sort of things. And she asked what we could do to fix that. So we reached out to Haloview, and we fixed our problem. Right, Kara?
Did we now?
Just kidding, but this is something that can save you a ton of heartache and emotional turmoil and just so many problems when you're trying to get hooked on that trailer or back that trailer in, or all those things that go along with that RV life that we all love.
This is our setup for this evening. It is the BT7 Haloview. And with this kit, you've got your antenna and wiring system. And something a little more special is the axle temperature sensor. So that is something new for us that we will be installing as well.
Are you getting my best angle here, hon?
I'm getting your bestest angle, hon. Jesse's up there assessing what we have and don't have.
It is pre-wired, which is nice. So sometimes when they're pre-wired, they have like the bracket right here. This doesn't have the bracket, so we'll just have to screw and silicone the camera on here, but it is pre-wired, so I don't have to tap in to the running lights here. So that's going to be a lot easier. And then we will just run the antenna all the way up there and stick it down. So that part should be pretty easy. I always think that. I'm also going to apologize. There's a little bit of freeway noise, but you know, this is YouTube, so things happen. All right, Kara, walk us through what we have here.
We've got quite the kit going on here. This is our camera kit. Opening it up first glance here. It's a system we are fairly familiar with. Monitor, but we're used to the buttonless system, which we are loving these days, the buttonless. Easy to use, navigate. Camera itself. Adjustable. Hoping this is a little microphone access there. And something a little bit different that we've not used before is the signal booster.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how that all works.
Yes, we're used to the antenna.
Which, that might be enough, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know, they have instructions for a reason, right?
Yeah, some of these big units, they need a little help getting to the front. And in box number 2, this is going to be the axle monitor system.
So it looks like that just clamps around the axle, and then that's the thermometer.
Axle. You've got a little sensory pad there, a little sticky pad, and somehow it tells you temperature.
Okay. Well, I trust Haloview that they say it'll work. Now just how to figure out how to get all of this up there and down there. Now I'm starting with the parts that I know how to do. The things that look familiar first, just to kind of get them out of the way. So this is the antenna that'll be glued onto the roof. I think there's some more wiring to this. I didn't realize there's a whole nother level here. All sorts of stuff. Okay, now we're talking. So these are going to go on the monitor, which Kara will take you through all the monitor stuff. She's way better at walking you through that than I am. She's done it for her dad several times on all these cameras. Comment below, do you run a backup camera? What have been your thoughts? Have you had an experience with Haloview? We've really enjoyed ours, and I know Kara's dad likes his that we put on his trailer, so let us know what you think. Also, have you had fights? with your helper as you've tried to back into spots in different RV parks or wherever, or the garage, whatever it may be. I always like to start back here getting the camera all wired in before I move on to the tire pressure monitors, all that stuff. And luckily it comes with all these, I guess, I don't know if they're called wire nuts or not when they're this style, but it comes with them so you don't have to go buy them. And that's all done like that. Now this part, we'll just plug into the camera. You just leave the negatives unhooked if you don't have a negative here. So just negatives unhooked, and then the camera should go right in there. We're gonna have to get creative a little bit on how we stuff the wires in, because this trailer with the Asdel and everything and being well insulated, it's just foam. So we're gonna have to get a little creative, but I think we can make it work. Not a lot of room. Got all the wires tapped back in here, and then I can feed them in here. There's not a lot of room, but now that I'm ready to put this on, I realized I forgot to put on the grommet. So now I need to undo this whole thing and redo it all. Just like everything I do, I have to do it twice. And this is the part that I hate the most of doing these, is drilling into somebody's $100,000 trailer. But I guess better theirs than mine. I don't know. Didn't break anything yet, I don't think. So that's good. I really hate drilling into trailers. But everything should be good. Have the gasket around it. I'll go ahead and silicone around this when I'm all done. I'm not going to silicone it till I make sure everything works. Now this is a nice roof. 3 air conditioners, solar panel. This is sweet. So what I'm doing is I'm just running the antenna from the front all the way back here. I like to run right along the sides of the air conditioners, places where hopefully branches aren't going to catch it. I'm going to go underneath the solar panel here, just trying to make it as stable as possible, or secure as possible, I guess would be the word. Did it come through to you yet, Kara?
I gotcha.
You got it? Okay. Now just skirt around here. The camera comes with this antenna here, but because this is such a huge trailer, we put on the booster cable. I don't know if it needed it, but I would just rather put it on now than have to do it later. But it is a long ways up there. Wow, that sunset tonight. Not a bad place to be working, up on top of this trailer looking that direction. Beautiful. Nice sunset, huh, Kara? Plus all the fields and the mountains. And yes, that's how you pronounce it here in Utah's mountains. Our Utah accents. Beautiful out here.
Utah word of the day.
Utah word of the day, she says. Everywhere that I'm going to stick the antenna or the little sticky things to hold the antenna, I'm going to go ahead and clean it off. I'm going to wash it first, and then I'm going to use some alcohol, just a little bit. That way the little pads stick as good as possible. They did send some wipes, but I don't know if they're enough for this whole trailer. So I'm pretty sure that's not enough wipe. That's not even enough wipe if you're on a Boy Scout camp. You're in a bad situation there. Go ahead and pull off this little 3M sticky here. That is really sticky. That's good. Okay. And we're just gonna place that right there like that. I think we're almost done up here on the roof. These little clips they send now are nice.
And they have lasted.
Yes.
Between my dad's 2 systems now.
Yeah, because our original was a different system than this.
Yes.
And our original, they kind of sun rotted. Which, I mean, it's been 10 years, but yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we can pull that tighter if we need to. I kind of just want to leave it loose so it's not rubbing right here as much. I think if I pull it super tight, it might rub, but we could pull it tighter. We'll see what we need to do. But I think we're done up here on the roof, which sucks because that is amazing. That is a great sunset. I think we have the camera all hooked up top. Now Kara is inside working on getting the monitor going. This is a beautiful truck, too. Hey,
Hey,
how's the camera going?
good. I'm ready for pairing
Of the what?
the camera.
So I need to go push the button? Sorry.
So if you remember, I pushed the pairing on here. You've got to go push the button up above on the camera.
Okay, so you hold this. Are you ready for me to go push the button?
It's doing a countdown.
It's what?
We missed the first round.
Oh.
So, let me get back into settings. Wait, let me go back. Where did I get that? Oh, yes. Our settings, our pairing.
50 seconds.
50
Okay.
seconds.
I'll run.
Go for it. So we've been trying to pair and pair and pair. I finally came to the conclusion that maybe there is no power to where you're tapping in on the back end. Owner Denny, he's like, I know it's ready. It's camera prep. And he's like, I think I've seen something like that in the trailer. And right there, camera. Of course, Jesse's already cut wires. He's pulled the camera off, and all we needed to do was basically turn the power button on. All right, not sure if you can even tell what that blur is, but Jesse is remounting the camera. I jumped back in the truck, and it was already paired as soon as we got power to everything. So that is good. Crisis averted on that. And now we get to work on the tires and the axles.
Yeah. As soon as I connected that wire, it lit up. I was like, well, there we go. That's how it's supposed to be. We are back for day 2 of the install. We ran out of daylight the other night and then just didn't get over here yesterday. So today we are going to finish this up. We need to put on the axle temperature monitors and the tire pressure monitors. Then we need to go drive around this beautiful rig and make sure everything works. So let's get right to it. All right, Kara, walk us through what we're doing here.
So right now we are working on our axle heat sensors. Came with a bunch of batteries, so I pulled the cap off and I already had a battery. The stress of trying to find it's so small I've lost it.
Tiny little screwdriver.
Teeny tiny little screwdriver. Anyways, now I'm doing the next step. We are pulling off the protective backing on this one and adhering this one to it. Just following directions.
Now for the next steps is actually getting under the trailer here. All right. So for the rear axle on the passenger side, it said to go at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to put this around the rear axle. And I'm guessing it's 3 o'clock looking at the tire. So what I got here, you got the brake lines coming in, electrical, all that.
How's it going, Jess?
Just not a great area to reach to, like, you know, just one of those awkward places. So just got a screwdriver on here doing little quarter turns when I can. And luckily everything with brakes is always grimy and dirty and, yeah. But not bad. Oh, as I almost dropped the screwdriver on my face. Looks like I got the first one here. Just mounted right there. Hopefully that's 3 o'clock. Just put it up close to the drum. Yeah. I think that should work right there. I hope it should. I guess it should.
While Jesse is getting all the axle tags on, I've gone through and assigned the tire monitor systems to each tire. These all have very specific numbers to them. So when you're assigning in the monitor, you know which sensor belongs to which tire. So I've gone through and taken photos, if you can see that, and labeled them a front driver, rear driver, you know, back passenger, rear passenger for the axle and the tire monitors. I learned the hard way last time doing these that it's good to know the number beforehand, or else someone is yelling at you, front, the numbers off the tag, and you're like, was that a B or a D or an E or an, you know. whatever. So it's good just to have them on your phone. Quick look, you know exactly where each one belongs. Anyways, you can see we just did the back driver. It is now bolted and it's got his ID tag. So we are all synced up. You can see all 4 tires have got their monitoring on them and they are all set. Now for the axle, that's going to be a little bit tougher to figure out how to get that one to work.
Axle monitors all on. That is a dirty job. It appears that we have everything set up. Kara is walking Denny through everything on the computer, showing him how to do it all, you know, trying to make sure everything's familiar before we take it out and actually drive around, test it out. We got the tire pressure monitors on. Kara got those all programmed. We got the axle temperature monitors on, which that's what I'm really excited for, because like Denny and I were talking, we don't even know what temperatures axles usually even run at. I mean, we all have the habit, or at least hopefully we do, of you stop wherever you're going every few hours and, you know, walk around touching. But this should give a lot more accurate knowledge while going down the road on those longer trips, what those axle temperatures are doing. That's a really, really cool feature, because I don't know how many of you have been stuck with a bearing problem or whatever. It's much better to fix it before you completely melt it down and lock it up and all that. I mean, I remember we were stuck in Kanab, Utah at midnight with my brother's boat trailer. I mean, glowing red hot underneath there. Didn't know that it would heat it up. So this should be a welcome addition. The nice thing with Haloview is you could get the tire pressure monitors for every tire of your truck and all your trailer. So they can do up to 3 axles on the trailer and a full dually truck. The camera kit did come with these boosters, these signal boosters, but from what we can see and tell so far, I don't think we're going to need them. After we go for a little drive, we'll see how it works, but everything appears to be working without them. So, I mean, if we can go without installing them, might as well. It is nice that they send them just in case. That way you don't run into any issues of not being able to get the signal all the way up to the truck, depending on length of the, you know, fifth wheel or motorhome or whatever it is. Yet again, Haloview for the win. Everything went in pretty dang easy. Once I figured out that the trailer had a switch for the backup camera, that it didn't run off of the running lights. So really easy install, works great. We didn't have to put on the boosters, at least as far as we could tell. If they start having problems, we'll throw the boosters on. But for right now, they're good to go. Everything's set up. If you're interested in getting a Haloview BT7, click on the link down below, use our code, save some money. Haloview is the best RV backup camera in the business that we've found. So go ahead and check them out. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, all those sort of things, and enjoy your weekend.